What's up, guys? We got a game here of Gorgon on Rendering Plant up against a bunch of silver players, so hopefully it'll be a pretty good game. I'm gonna do my standard 1-1-1 into the everything but mimic and movement speed. I've been really liking movement speed over cooldown reduction and damage, so I'm gonna keep up with that for the time being until I feel like it's not working for me anymore. But I've been winning quite a few more games with that. I was silver skilled before I started using it, and I pretty much boosted myself up to silver expert with only losing like a couple of games. So it's been doing pretty good. See what their team is. This is going to be an annoying comp. So they have Sunny, Val, Parnell, Abe. Their chase is really strong here with Tranks, Boost, and Parnell Super Soldier. And then they know where I am with Abe Tranks, so that's a pretty strong team overall. I think my focus has to be on Sunny. I don't think I'll be able to get through anybody else unless they overextend. That always is a possibility. If you know, she boosts Abe and he overextends to dome me or something, I might be able to just turn on him and get out of the dome or something. But we'll see what happens. Alright, sometimes I go this way because it's a little harder for the hunters to at the very start chase you. Because of that pit of acid and the buildings that are in... Ooh, and I found CDR. That's helpful. I don't know if I actually hit with that web. Would have been a pretty good shot if I did. It's always good to find CDR as the first thing that you find. It's like one of those really strong buffs that you can actually kill at stage 1 without the hunters catching up to you. Oh, he's gonna zap me. That's one thing I'm a little angry about with... they've already said that they're going to do something with acid to leave it on the ground for a less period of time. And there was a couple things that they initially did, like acid was really good if someone was just kiting around a tree or something. It's not going to be as good for that. And then also mammoth birds, a lot of time I'll just throw the acid where the mammoth birds are, and they do that little flex up thing when they take damage. And the amount of time that it takes them to do that animation and actually start running to you, usually they're dead by then. So I hope they don't change it so much that it makes it impossible to do that. Because that would really hurt Gorgon's farming. It wouldn't be noticeable like for one creature that you're killing, but it'll be noticeable and it'll add up over time. It's not the biggest deal if you find like one mammoth bird, but if you find two, usually you can kill one of them with like a sneak pounce and then eat it while the other one's being killed by the acid. But yeah, they said, I think they said that confirmed. I'm not 100% sure. I read it somewhere. Looks like they got Megamouth buff. This isn't the best place for a dome, so I'm gonna leave. They did hit the Trank as well. I think I'm going to try to go up into that cave area. It's a pretty good place for Gorgon to take a dome. Should be able to get out of it without taking too much damage. I don't think that's damage resist, no. So this cave is alright, and then the one a little bit farther up is good as well. See if I can get him to throw the dome. I think this is Abe. Oh yeah, he did. Nice. That's a mistake, I would say. You don't really want to take a dome here. I'd probably make the same mistake though. I have a habit of doing that. Abe's actually kind of by himself as well. Val's here now. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to down him. I'm going to kill these for the future, basically, unless... okay, he's gonna let me eat them. This will top me back off on this dome. It'll basically make it so I don't take any damage here. I could even commit a little bit to the fight if I wanted to. We'll see if I get a good situation to do that. Go after Sunny a bit, it's my priority target. Alright, I didn't hit her with my web, or if I did, I didn't notice where she went. Alright, dome's down. You can see I didn't even take all of my armor. That was just because of the dome position. Gotta remember to throw a spider trap behind me. Of course it got someone. It's pretty funny. Some like positive reinforcement to use spider traps more often. So I think that was a Reaver buff, but it ended up getting eaten by that other Reaver, which is actually good for me because Parnell's here. Alright, that could have been a little bit worse if Sunny, if they didn't get nabbed by one of those spider traps, Sunny may have boosted him over there and dealt a little bit more damage. Bird's Ignore is always helpful. It's better when you get it at the very start. And you've been doing like a sneak strat, or from there you can do a sneak. And that actually works reasonably well. That's one of the situations where I'd possibly use sneak often, is if I get Bird's Ignore early enough to make it worthwhile. The way birds are set up in the game right now is if you don't have that perk, there's like a really high percentage chance that you will get birds before you get to stage 2 when you're feeding. It's an increasing chance based on how much you've eaten since the last time you got birds. So it's very hard to get a free evolve off of sneaking because of that. And then even if you are sneaking, you don't know exactly where the hunters are because they don't know where you are, so you can't really predict where the hunters are on the map. Like right now I know they're coming through the center at this very moment because I know where they were behind me. It's a lot harder to do that when they're sneaking because they're not following a trail. Now they might be going in to set up probably center area. They're probably doing a small cut with maybe one of them following behind me. I do want to stick near the cave because I know they might get a dome here. Who's that? They have Nomad. One of them's kinda low. I'm not evolve ready, but I'm okay with taking a fight here. Alright, so I got the cave. I'm not sure if it's a full loop, but it should at least help me mitigate damage. I don't know where Sunny is, so I'm gonna... oh, there she is. I actually hit Sunny with the web that I was throwing at Medic. That's really helpful. So she used her cloak already. This could be a pretty easy down penalty. Just need to get some damage on her while she's cloaked. Alright. Now that she doesn't have cloak and she's like half health, I should be able to follow this up. Hopefully. There we go. You have to hit like 3 webs back to back to get a down penalty really easily. As long as you hit the webs, you should be able to easily hit the acid. Spider traps help. Auto attacks sometimes help, but generally you're always going to have those auto attacks. I might actually be able to end this here. I'm going to stick around because I have medic and support down. I'm not sure if Abe's down as well. This might be it right here. Yep. Cool. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.